Welcome to Dr. Kim Zoom Club. Today is Sunday. Kelvin Wong likes Feng Shui, so I want to do Feng Shui. Today I want to talk about the left dragon, right tiger. Wait, type wrongly. This one, make a bit addition, editing. Okay, save changes. Can you hear me loud and clear? Can you hear me loud and clear? Okay, I want to clear some confusion about the left dragon and the right tiger. Okay, many students I noticed when they invite me to their place to audit their feng shui, I realized they mixed up the dragon and tiger issue. Okay, quickly come in. 3 of you watching, very nice. Some of you say, teacher, you put makeup nice. Some of you say, teacher, you don't put on makeup like that. Today like that, very nice. Don't know you comment, then let me know what kind of look you like. Okay, you like the makeup one or the no makeup one? Let me know. David, nice to see you. Today I want to talk about the left dragon and the right tiger. Right? I noticed some students, they have some confusion about this. I want to clarify this. Okay, quickly come in already, and I'm going to start now. Also, those come late, rewatch or catch me in the middle or what. Natural, no makeup, nice. David 有眼光. Yeah, some say makeup, some say no makeup. Hey, Des, how are you? Nice to see you. 我的宝贝 Des 是位宝贝。跟我真有缘啊，他跟我很有缘分的。We fell in love at first sight. Fell in love at first sight. Okay, come. Now let's talk about the left dragon, white tiger thingy. You look all good all the time, is it? 会聊天。But David honest 不像啊，他有他的可爱啊。Okay, let's talk about the left dragon, right tiger. Okay, some people say, teacher, left dragon, right tiger is facing where? Where is the left? Where is the right? Right? For example, some of you have, let's say, on your floor plan or even physically inside the house, correct or not? For example, this is the door, right? Some of you say left side of the door, right? Assuming this is left from your view, okay? This is right, assuming so is it if I face outside and I face inside, there's a difference, correct? If I face inside, this will be my left, correct? If I face outside, then this will be my left. So how is face inside or face outside? Correct? Now, come back to basic. Come back to basic. Then you're not so confusing. Okay, number one, if you notice, all Chinese metaphysics, correct, be it the heavenly stems, which you call Chinese numeral system, or be it the 12 animals zodiac and so on, okay, you have to come back to I Ching basic. Okay, so make sure you have the I Ching book, very important. Right, the I Ching book, very important book. Correct, inside talk about the basic. And of course, the prediction and how to use I Ching also in this book. Now, in the basic I Ching theory, correct, in ancient time, as I'm talking about China, okay, I'm talking about Chinese because Chinese metaphysics is the China ancestor knowledge. Now, one thing about Chinese, why Chinese, to me, Chinese culture is very, very powerful. Why? Because they have at least 5,000 years of history. History. If you look at other ethnic culture, some may not even have 5,000 years of history, right? For example, America, they do not have 5,000 years of history. correct? So Chinese culture, China, they have very, very strong, very rich culture and history. Okay? That is why Chinese wisdom is very, very powerful. Even the Chinese characters are very meaningful also. Correct? Okay. I hope one day I have money. I can build one temple. I can teach this all free of charge and fully teach you free of charge. Because these are all the Chinese ancestor assets, which you should own it. But I don't think this dream can come true. But it's okay. We're okay. It's still good to have a dream. Now, in ancient time, you notice the north is always at the bottom. All right. But if you look at the contemporary map, you will realize the north is always at the top. This is the Western style, right? Western style. So up to you. You can follow the Western map style, or you can follow the Chinese ancestor 5,000 history, the style. Okay, and there's a logic why they have north at the bottom, south on top. Right? The logic, you can discover them on the textbook, the I Ching textbook. Why? Because this is the formation of the China map. Formation of the China map since history, 5,000 years ago. Because Nan, the south 是往上走的，他们的中国地图 right? The China map, the south sector is 往上走的 at the upper part. The north is at the bottom part. Number one. Number two is also accordance, the emperor also accordance to the I Ching positioning. Meaning, if you study the imperial palace, you will notice the throne, right, is always sitting on the north, which is right at the bottom. Why? And then the door entrance approaching the emperor throne will always be at the south. Right? Because as accordance, if you study Fengshui, if you study I Ching, right, you will notice how come like that? Because here have the warm air entering the palace where the emperor sits on the throne, right? So the throne will be sitting at the north but facing the south. Why? So that the warm air come in will not injure the emperor. Number one. Number two, north is considered cold. So no cold wind should come into the house. Right? Like cannot attack you. That's why north is at the back. They've discovered that this is the most comfortable sitting. Correct? Whereby the east will always be at the left. That's why it's called left dragon. When they talk about left dragon, they are actually talking about the east. They're not actually talking about your left hand, your right hand. They're not actually talking about this. Right? The correct interpretation of left dragon is actually talking about the east. This is the actual interpretation. It's not talking about your left hand, your right hand. Then why there's a confusion of the left hand and the right hand, the left side and the right side of the house? Is because ancient time, right? The left side are the dragons, who are what they call the administrator minister. 文官. And then on the west side, right? The west side, these are all basic. On the west side will be the 武官, the one that go to war, the war ministers, the generals. They will stand on the right side, known as right tiger. Okay, so this formation accordingly is very comfortable, especially in period 9, because period 9 is the fire, right? Period. Therefore, the house, rightfully correct interpretation, should be the east instead of the right and the left. Instead of teacher, you see, I standing at the window on the left side, is my dragon. Wait first. Not exactly wrong, but not exactly right. Confusing, right? Wait a while first. Okay. Now the best formation is always the north sitting with a south facing, right? Whereby the left side is the east. This is called the proper, or rather the preferred positioning of the feng shui style, right? And then the west is the right. Correct? So left side, east means what? We want taller buildings, because dragon need to be taller. What? Dragon means man, what? Means young, what, right? Young energy, strong. Correct? So we prefer taller building at the left side. Because why? If your house is not sitting on north and west, for example, your house is, let's say, sitting on northwest, facing southeast, for example, correct? Then your left may not be exactly east already. Your east will be at your right side, correct? Then your west will be then you're like, hey, where's the dragon? But because left is dragon, right is tiger, then you will assume the left side, which is not east, as dragon. Then you say, oh, you see this side, the building taller, this side, correct? Is it wrong? Not exactly wrong, because even your house is not positioned exact north, exact south, but it's treated, I use the word treated, with treated. It's treated, assuming, like a court palace. For example, assuming, for example, this is 武则天. This is called 武则天百官图. This is very, 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 very text, extremely long. You go and see. It's in one of the museums. I think in Beijing. You go and see. It's right on top, and it's very 很长的. Right? So this is the 武则天百官图. Okay? So here is assuming is sitting at the north, facing the south. Correct? That's why you need to here, because the vision is like that. Correct? The vision is like that. So if you turn this picture, turn around. Correct? If you're looking from the top down, correct? You will know that she is sitting on the north, facing the south, which is the entrance. Correct? So all this here on the left will be the dragon, which is the Wen Guan, right? All this here will be the warriors, right? The generals, army general, right? They will be on the right. So in the house is assuming even the house is not exactly sitting on the north, right? Let's say it's sitting in the south. Is assuming only that, hey, the left side is the dragon preferred taller buildings. So is it wrong? Not exactly wrong, because the whole floor plan will be treated as it's like a palace like that. It's treated that way. You get what I'm trying to say now or not? Understand tak Yuan? Don't understand? I explain one more time. Hey Jaja, how are you? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Ellen, nice to see you. Yeah, especially do this for you, Kevin Wong. Kevin Wong has a bungalow in China, and then he's studying, trying to perfect his China bungalow Fengshui. So I'm doing all this for Kevin. GW Wong, nice to see you. Wei En, can follow church style, book, rent one seminar room, work from small to big through 3 yuan contribution. Oh, you mean the temple, huh? What the hell? I only know how to teach. I know how to guide. I know how to like counsel. I know how to like tell you, what sales lah, what promotion. What the hell? I don't know how to do big. I don't know how to. What the hell? I don't know all these things. Hey, Willie, nice to see you. Yaping, nice to see you. Ken. You working now? Good. Willie, nice to see you. Yan Tao, Willie. Irene, nice to see you. That's my favorite. I really understand already. Okay, good. That means I didn't explain very complicated, right? Or very confusing. Okay? So that's how you see the floor plan. That's why when you see the floor plan, let's say this is my floor plan. Correct? Teacher, this is my floor plan. So let's say this is southeast, right? This is northwest. Correct? So this will be, here will be west. Am I right? Then here will be the east. Correct? Here will be the northeast. Here will be the north. Here will be the south. Here will be SW. Correct? So this is, let's say the sitting. Correct? That's why it's assumed the house is like the palace. Assume, because the throne will have to sit here. The throne will have to sit there. Teacher, I shift the throne here. Can or not? The theory is the sitting is the throne. That is a problem. So here's the dragon now. Then here is the tiger. Correct? And then this one is the entrance, south. But problem is the entrance is not at the south. It's not at this corner. This is like a wall block. Correct? And the government housing opens the door here, which is as the SE door. Then how for example, right? And then all the windows are here, which is the entrance of the energy, which will be assumed as the entrance, the air coming in, right, to the throne. It's visualized that way. You understand what I'm trying to say? That's why SW becomes dragon, teacher. Left dragon. But not east, teacher. This is not east. East is here. You understand what I'm trying to say? You get a picture now? Left. Then right is assuming that way. Assume. Right, tiger. It's based on this sitting. That is the problem. That's why the left dragon, right tiger, students all get confusing. Right? They get so confused. So if you look at this perspective, assuming that the sitting is the throne, right? And then these are all windows, whole stretch of windows, right? This door, not enough energy to come in. Teacher, the air, the energy flow, right? The ventilation in the house comes from here, the main entrance, right? Then this will be seen as the emperor entrance coming in. The left side, anything on the left side prefer to be higher, correct? Even it's not east, it's not east, it's not east, this is not east, it's southwest. It's still preferred to be higher, it's still preferred to be, you know, so tall cupboards and things like that can be at this place, that kind of thing. So that is the reason why students get so confused. So which is which? Which is which? Sometimes they ask, correct? So the best will be, the best type of floor plan, of course, will be north is the sitting. The most right? North is the sitting. And then all these are the windows for the ventilation, for the air to flow in, flow out, circulate around the house. This is the entrance of the energy. South facing, correct? Even there's a small door here, or there's a main door here, right? And these are all solid wall covered. But the main energy still comes from here, correct? So the main entrance, of course, this will be perfect lah. This will be the perfect east. It will be the perfect east. Correct? It will be the perfect east, the perfect one. No argument one, that's what I mean. No argument. Correct? That will be the best. Okay? Any question, any confusion? Let me know any more confusion. If not, no confusion, that means you get the theory right already. You know how to identify your dragon and your tiger sector. Right? Now for me, even though I know the house is SE, blah, 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 right? I will still carefully look at the east, because I know the original left dragon is at the east. I still know, right? Although the floor plan is like that, then I will place a dragon there still. If you come to my house, you will see the dragon at the east. I will still do it, because I need, because that is the proper one. The left dragon is actually here at this point, right? The point here is the tiger, the west, correct? But because the house didn't sit exactly at north facing south, still, but the actual house still have a east one, correct? So the east is, you still have to treat the east as your left dragon still, although the left is the dragon. But here you need to also take a look at how is the east. Take a look, just take a look. Don't omit it totally. Don't say, okay, I give up. I give up the real east. I give up. Give it up. No need. Still have a look at the east and the west from the compass. Carefully look at it also. Sean, nice to see you. Nice car. I hope it's yours, right? Okay, confusion, no confusion, right? Now, first is how to identify. Then the next thing is how to make good use of it, right? Dragon, we know represent male. We know represent fast. We know represent tall. Anything that is yang energy. Yang. Right? So if you flip the Iching book, You will see the yin yang theory inside already. Correct? And then if you go through the Fengshui book, right, you will also see all this basic knowledge in the book. Correct? So we want these features on left side, east side also. A teacher, the east cannot see one, it's blocked one. It's like one cannot see anything. Then of course you can't do anything because it's totally blocked. Correct? Sometimes it's the house really no east. Correct? It's like that. And the east, these are solid wall, covered solid wall. For example, this is let's say this is a storeroom. Correct? These are all solid wall, and the east happen to be here. Can't see the east, teacher. The east nothing. Then you have to let go of the east. Then you have to let go of the east. No choice. Right? Let's say there's a storeroom here. Then can't do anything. Right? And then here also block. Right? Nothing here. Block. It's blocked. No window, nothing, no door, nothing, no balcony, nothing there. It's all blocked. Correct? So that is the reason why it is also seen as using the throne theory. Throne. Sitting. Assuming. This is the left dragon. Assuming. Okay? One more thing. Teacher, facing here is left, huh? If I facing, let's say I stand at the door, right? And then I facing the door. I want to put my shoe rack. So my door, this side will be the left already. Right? This will be the right. Correct? If you are salesman, insurance, that you need a lot of movement, then your shoe usually you will put on the left. Correct? No. I want my husband always quiet, come back. And then, whole family, the children all at home. Then you place your shoe rack on the right. Does it work? It works out. Because like yesterday, one student came, she gave me feedback. She said, well, very good. This small little change that she made by shifting her shoe rack, she saw the husband kanchong every day, kanchong want to go home. So I always like to place it on the right for the student. Unless like one of the students, she's an outdoor person, meaning she have to go and meet customer, and then she's single. So I said, okay, you place it on the left. The shoe rack, place it on the left. Okay? So busy, right? You want to get busy, blah, blah, blah. Correct? So you put the related items that will keep you busy on your left. If you want quiet, you don't want people to disturb you, then you place your work desk, you place your handphone, right? You place your shoe on the right, or at the west, the west side. Happened at the door this side. That's why it's the left and the right. That's why students have this kind of confusion. Okay? Clear already? For me, boss table, I always like to put at the white tiger sector. Boss. You may be shocked. Most people like to put at the left or the east, the dragon sector. For me, I like to put at the other side, the right. Right? But the salesman, the manager, I'll go to the left. For me, I will do that. Big boss, I always put at the right. I don't want the boss so busy, no peace, right? Yeah, busy good, business good. Maybe like if you're self-employed. Correct? If you're self-employed, then please go to the left side. Correct? Vivian, your wealth ingot can take already this Saturday. Okay? 3 to 5 p.m. Teacher, I cannot make it. Can I choose this date, that date? You let me know that I see the date crash or not crash. If okay, I let you know. Okay, so that's all for today about the left dragon and the right dragon. Hopefully not so confusing for you now. All right. Okay, thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. And thank you for the contribution. And then it's beginning of the month. Need your contribution really. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Ding.